And like I'm ready for crossplay so they can get shut the fuck up. Because the PS4 community, it's not even the Xbox community because they don't got no games anyway. It's the PS4 players. They're just annoying to me, bruh. Come on, man, we can compete. Yeah, all right. That's why all the tournaments are on PC. Apex Legends Season 5 has dropped since the last podcast. We did like a little preview talking about what we thought about Season 4 and then what we wanted to see from 5. Since then, the new character has dropped. There's been some map changes, meta changes. What are some thoughts on that, JG?
I mean, I actually feel like this is kind of one of the more mid seasons. I think kind of the saving grace for me as far as like something that's different would be the co-op missions that you do, aka the Loba quest, in order to unlock, I think like after everything they've been given like little charms that you put on your guns and stuff, and then once you end up completing everything, you can get special weapon skins or whatnot. So I think that's the saving grace for it. But other than that, like I'm not really feeling the Kings Canyon rework. Like it's cool, but it really just makes me miss World Edge even more. And they made us play the Kings Canyon rework for 2 weeks until they put World's Edge back on the rotation. So it's fine, but I still think a lot of people would just rather, you be able to choose which one you want to play on. But again, I understand why they make the change, because if they gave it a choice, then nobody would play Kings Canyon. I think a lot of people just liked it for the hype. They brought it back, and then people again just realized how much they like the new map more. Loba's all right. But again, like with her main teleport and stuff, like you just got to be extremely strategic, because a lot of people complaining about the animation time before you can pick out your weapon again. So that's a big thing. I don't know if they're ever going to change that, because I'm sure that's by design. Because if not, then she would be super OP with that. So I mean, she's cool. Like it's not a character that I would play with every time, but I can see like the usefulness with her. I do like her black marker store, and it's not like super OP as far as like the range, because you can clearly see the range, and then other people can see it on the map too, and they can access it. So we did find that out. So again, there are like pros and cons, so it does balance out with all of her abilities. So Loba's all right. She's an all right character. I'm not mad at it, but like just the map, like I'm not the biggest fan of the map changes. They're all right, but still, like I don't feel like it's enough for me to be like, yo, like this map is fire compared to like when World's Edge came out, because I really enjoyed that. As far as the meta changes, they brought Skullcruiser back. So I mean, people are already still using the Wingman. Like the Wingman never really died or got nerfed to hell. They've actually made the Wingman progressively better throughout the seasons. So now the Skullcruiser is back. Like people are literally just cracking your skulls again. So it's like a love-hate, because I don't like the Wingman because I'm just terrible with it. But people are like going insane with the Wingman now. But I like that longbow with the Skullcruiser. So I'm glad that they did bring that back. But I would also like the turbocharger back. I don't know if they will ever bring that back fully, but I would like that back, because I still like the Havoc with the turbocharger. I thought that it was real nice. And then let's see what else.
Did they ever actually explain why they removed the turbocharger? Because they originally said in that old patch notes they removed it for lore reasons. I don't feel like they ever explained that.
They said also that like with the turbocharger and the Havoc specifically, like the Havoc is just such a strong assault rifle, and people were finding out and they were taking advantage of it, so they took it off just to kind of balance the Havoc out. And then of course they put the devotion in a care package, so then that was another thing, but that automatically had the turbocharger on it, so they ended up just taking it off, so you can't use it on the Havoc. You can still use a select fire, but you can't use a turbocharger. I wish that they I know what I was about to say. I wish that they still would have introduced another weapon, and they did explain that in the patch notes. They said if we had too many weapons in the current roster, then it would be too much. It would be oversaturated, and they didn't want to vault any weapons. But I still feel like they should vault. I don't see what their thought process is with that, because we all know if they should vault any weapon, it would be the Mozambique, because that gun will forever be shit. So nobody want to use it. They could have vault that one or done something to it to actually buff it like a long time ago. So I don't care. They can vault weapons if that's how they really feel. I do want some new weapons to the environment. Like I want another SMG or another assault rifle. That's what I prefer, just to keep things a little bit fresh and again, give people a little bit more variety in like what they put in their loadout. So that's one suggestion that I wish that they would have done. And then a lot of people were expecting just another map period, even though technically the Kings Canyon rework did leak, because they just be dynamite and everything, so it did leak early. And And I was hoping that it wasn't true. I wish that they did bring another map, and hopefully that is soon in the works. But I see that they're pulling a Fortnite, unfortunately, and just doing little rework to the original maps, and again it keeps it fresh for a little bit. But just for me personally, I don't really like Kings Canyon like that, so I would have liked to see a new map be introduced. But other than that, man, it's just Apex. Like I feel like as far as like another thing that needs to improve, like would probably be the matchmaking, because the matchmaking is still kind of sketchy. But other than that, man, it's just Apex. Like it's still the same old. Like it's still one of my favorite BRs. I can still play it pretty much every day. And yeah, but season 5 is just like overall just kind of mid, I would say.
It's funny. Like the new quest mode is so irrelevant to me. I didn't even put it on the fucking notes. I forgot it existed. I did the week one, and I was like, yeah, I no longer care. Like,
I think the main thing is because like they don't even have like cutscenes. It's just text.
It's just
so,
text.
Like,
and I wonder because they've known for putting out good animation. Is it because of COVID that they're doing that, or did they do that by design, by choice, just a lazy text screens?
Sure it's COVID. Like
you think so?
I'm almost positive it's COVID.
Because if it was cutscenes, I would play it.
Like they probably would have at least had it. Like I feel like they could have at least added like images of the characters at least, and kind of them like emoting, kind of like how Persona does in their conversations. Like they could have at least done that. But
or like you remember the Black Panther movie from BET, kind of like a stop motion comic,
yeah,
like not full animation, just a little effort.
Just a little effort, but like, yeah, I'm almost positive it's because of COVID. They probably had it planned, and then they realized they just didn't have the time to do it. So, because you got to think of it like this: they had to make a whole brand new game mode. They had to add AI, which seems like they were testing that for Bangalore's thing, because Bangalore had the whole like AI things running at you, I think. So they were kind of like testing that system in the previous season or that event, and now like they probably try to fully implement it. And they probably didn't have enough time and resources to build out like a story, cutscene and stuff like that. So, yeah.
True. Get it. What else you got? You want to get off your chest? The one who's played the least out of all of us. What's your thoughts on season 5, Ethos?
I hate to say I was right. Like, that's I'm scared. I don't know. I just played a little bit of it. I think it's cool. Loba is stronger than I thought she was going to be, but I don't think she's top tier. I think she's good, and I play her like every single time because she's fun to play, but I don't think she's like compared to Mirage. And
I don't think she's S, but I can make an argument. She's probably A tier.
Yeah, she's like right around the middle for me, like right now. Like she could go either way. I think it just depends on like whatever they decide. Like if they nerf her, then she's just going to become mid as hell. But if they keep her the same or buff her, then I think she'll be really good. I think overall this season, kind of what I said, I don't think it really pulled me back. I did play it a couple times. I think like some of the changes on the map are cool. Like the whole like ult charge systems in places. I think that's really good. It makes like the gameplay more frantic. I also noticed, and I think everyone else has noticed too, something about what they did, and I think it's because of the ult charges or something else. I'd be very curious to figure out what it is. Something they did to the game behind the scenes has caused matches to speed up astronomically compared to the previous seasons, and I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. Like I don't know if you guys felt that, but like I feel like you'll be playing for like 10-15 minutes, and the next thing you know, like half the server is dead, and you're just like, what happened? And then you're just already down to like last 5 in like under 30 minutes. So too fast for me.
I don't know about that. Like it feels faster. It feels the same to me. If anything, I think I would have liked the new map. Like, yeah, I agree with JG. The Kings Canyon is like, like the changes to the map are cool, but it's like I couldn't put my finger on it for like the first week. I was like, why am I not having fun on this map? Because we've been playing ranked, and ranked you can only play on Kings Canyon. And then I remember I was like, oh, it's like it's because you really can't snipe on that map. That map is not made for sniping, and that's how I've always played. So I've basically had to change my whole play style because of it. And then it's weird if you go into casuals, because casuals, they just implemented World's Edge. Then it goes back. Then I have to go back to sniping. And it's like, I wish they would have just kept the World's Edge map, because now it's forcing me to play a certain style, and I don't like that. And then it's like you might as well just take the snipers off. And literally nobody snipes on fucking Kings Canyon. It's no point to it. So it forced me to. I didn't like that. I don't really care about the Skull Piercer. But I see everybody, like you said, is running the wingman, and I guess, it's not cool because they're hitting me in the face with it, but
they're killing me.
Yeah. But I mean, I think they should bring back the turbocharger if they're going to bring back the Skull Piercer, because I mean, you already nerfed the Havoc and put a little more recoil on it, so might as well just bring back the turbocharger to balance it out even more, because you just keep nerfing it. Put it somewhere in the middle. I'm okay with season 5. I will say that I think Loba's pretty dope. I don't see myself playing her, but I see why people like her, because she's only good if you're playing with someone who's mindful. I feel like, because she gets her ult back so quickly. You can get, if you survive the whole game, you're gonna get her ult like 4 or 5 times. And like, if you play with somebody who plays Loba and they're not mindful of that, like, she can be completely useless. But if you play a bad Loba's really bad and a good Loba's really good, because when they're actually mindful, then they're constantly stealing loot. So she can be very helpful. So I do like her as a character. It doesn't really fit my play style, but I'm never mad if there's one on the team. But I noticed though during ranked, that like ranked is fucked up. Like since we've been bronze, like we've been in lobbies with Apex Predators, and like there's always diamond players in our lobby, and that's cool if I'm diamond ranked or I'm Apex or master ranked. But it's kind of annoying when we're in bronze, silver, gold, and we're dealing with that bullshit. I don't know what's going on with that matchmaking. That shit is ass right now. I could argue it probably makes you a better player. It probably has made me a better player over time, because literally we've been sweating since, like, I wanted to have fun in bronze, basically. I'm like, I just wanted to beat people up. I wanted to pub stomp. And then, you know, when we get to gold and platinum, we can start sweating a little bit. But like, we've been sweating since bronze, and like, it's to me, it hasn't been 100% fun. Maybe in the long run it'll make me a better player. I don't know. Overall, it is kind of mid. I like last week I wasn't really playing that much. This week I have been playing a lot. It comes and go, my itch to play. I will say that we haven't gotten any events though, so like it's still kind of early in the season. There's rumored that a new event is coming soon. I don't know if you saw like the videos of, like, you know, those hubs that are next to the charge stations. Supposedly those are loot bunkers, and like they're gonna open up and you'll be able to go in there and get like rare loot. And there's like some other event coming soon, so it's still kind of beginning of the season, just kind of first impressions. I'm enjoying it, but I feel like once I hit platinum again, I'm probably no longer gonna care about ranked. And then we'll just go on to play something else. But and the good news is Respawn said that this is their most successful season yet. They said that they've retained more players. They have more new players than ever. People say Apex.
It's the thickness.
People say Apex is dead, which is funny because it goes back to what I've been saying. People love to create this metric that if it's not popular on Twitch or like YouTube, then the game is dead. And it's like, nah, it's not the case. Like, some people just play for fun. Your favorite YouTuber not making a video doesn't mean the game's dead.
They need to add crossplay. That should be
the
number one priority. Like, that's what, because I think that's what's causing the rank issue with you running in these people. I think on PC all that's left are these sweats, and that's why you're getting ranked against them. Or the elo system is calculating your previous seasons and like saying, oh well, we know he's a platinum. It's just a reset. So that doesn't make sense to me. I still would be like, well, if I'm back at bronze, you should make me go against bronze people so I can build my way out of it. Like, don't like keep my previous MMR and like calculate that to put me against like Apex Predators.
Yeah, and I thought it was just me.
Do that and just keep you there. Then I mean, I
everybody's made that complaint that I know that plays Apex heavy. They've all said the same thing. Like, this is the sweatiest season of rank.
It makes sense.
What's the name? Yeah, I think crossplay would be dope. Also, too, because I'm tired of people in my Twitch chat talking about how good PS4 players and Xbox players are. I really are. I want them to add crossplay so they can get humbled, because, like I said, I'm not saying that there aren't any good console players. I'm just saying that the average console player is not as good as the average PC player. And I've been on PS4. Every time we get on there, get 15 kills a game. I thought they're so bad. I thought they were. I was shooting at bots, and like I'm ready for crossplay so they can get shut the fuck up. Because the PS4 community, it's not even the Xbox community because they don't got no games anyway. It's the PS4 players. They're just annoying to me, bro. Come on, man, we can compete. Yeah, all right. That's why all the tournaments are on PC. That's all I got to say about Apex.
PS4 players real quick.
PS4 players are just fucking annoying, man. You guys don't even have a good draw distance. You won't even be able to see me coming. That's the crazy part, right? Like, you realize I have a graphical advantage. I can see you before you see me because your PS4 can't render it all. But anyways, yo, Maneater, talk about that game, JG. You played it. That game about that shark.